It's been a while since the last time we've edited a video, but it doesn't mean that we haven't sailed nor stopped thinking about you guys. We've been quite busy. As one knows, taking care of a boat and traveling imply hard work and a budget. So we've been working, traveling, and kept shooting footage. This is it. It's 7:30 and we are leaving the marina of Alcaidesa in La Linea. And well, the rock of Gibraltar is still beautiful, but sadly we have to move forward and leave this place that we love so much. Everything is, I think, quite ready. We just got from the last round to the trash. And Valerie is unplugging the AC, and we just have to get back the card to access the pontoon, and we'll just leave.
Feeling okay? You said leaving Gibraltar? You want to live in Gibraltar?
So now we are leaving Gibraltar's Bay and going straight to the strait. The plan is to leave the marina in La Linea 3 hours after the high tide. This is to get the current in the good way, so it will go from the Mediterranean Sea to the Atlantic, and the current will just push you, so it's easier. So if you are sailing, you can sail quickly, and if you are motoring, you can go easy on the engine and have a good speed. The trick lately is the little problem that sailors have with the orcas. There have been quite a lot of attacks for like 2 years now, and we are planning of not meeting them at all if we can. Usually the trick with the 3 hours after high tide works when you're crossing the Strait of Gibraltar, sailing along the Spanish coast and then turn on the left. But to avoid, finger crossed, to avoid the orcas, we are going straight to Morocco and then sail along the northern coast of Morocco to Tanger, hopefully. So yeah, for now we are still next to the rock.
So now we are not in the middle of the strait, but we are in the strait. The landscape is nice, but we have a lot of swell, it's not very comfortable. The speed is good, around 5 to 6 knots. We have the current with us, but not very strong for the moment. So everything will be okay, I think.
No wind, engine on, big swell. The passage is not a sweet sailing moment. Nevertheless, the beautiful skyline of the northern coast of Morocco is spreading in front of us, and a group of dolphins ride along almost the entire way.
This may not be a rule, but usually no orcas where the dolphins play.
Just finished to cross the strait from, well, north to south, and we are sailing, well, motoring along the coast, to the north coast of Morocco, and this is actually just breathtaking. The landscape, the hills, well, the mountains are absolutely gorgeous. The cross was bumpy, I would say. We got a lot of waves, and some of them were pretty big, but the current was with us for the first part, so it was okay. So there we are. We just crossed the line between Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. So we are officially in the Atlantic with Oriyo for, well, it's not the first time in her life, but altogether it's the first time.
The Gibraltar Strait is famous for its strong currents, changing ways 4 times a day, going back and forth with the tide. Sailing in the north of Morocco, we can literally see these strong currents around us, hopefully pushing us ahead at this time, letting Oriyo sail nicely.
Okay, so this is Gibraltar and Tangier, where we're going to, the Med and the Atlantic Ocean, and we're right here. Here, it's us.
Initially, we haven't planned to come to Morocco, but avoiding crossing the strait too west, risking an unfortunate path within the orcas' territory, seemed to be a good reason to stop and visit Tangier. We enjoyed walking around the old Medina full of shops, restaurants and a typical colorful market. Fruits, vegetables, fishes, traditional bread and pastries, and especially a great choice of spices. You can find everything you need to cook.
Hello guys, today we are leaving Tangier in Morocco for the longest passage I've ever done. So since Valerie told me it should be a good idea that you give your feelings, I can give my feelings, and I'm just saying that I'm not sure that I'm feeling right okay. Well, it's weird. I really want to do that, of course, otherwise I won't be sailing a boat. But for the first time we are heading toward a navigation of 4 days and 4 nights, which is, well, Valerie already did that, so it's quite okay for him, but to me it's more I'm sure we're going to do that one step at a time, one day at a time, and one night at a time with all the watches, and I'm kind of not enough used to it. So for now it's more both excitement of living here to go to the Canary Islands, where I've been already and I love there so much, and kind of a bit scary about whether I will be able to do all my night watches, and well, just to make it through it. About the weather forecast is, well, it's a bit windy right now. We will have a westbound wind to leave Morocco, so it's about 2 hours with a upwind coming right at us, and then it should be easier when we are heading toward the south or southwest, and we'll be more downwind. So anyway, we are, well, Valerie is doing the checkout. We just got a few fuel. We didn't miss that much since Gibraltar, so that's a good thing. And I'm definitely feeling the anxiety going up and down like an elevator inside of me. So yeah, we are going to do that all together with Oriyo and Valerie, and well, you guys, as I'm going to talk to you so much during this passage. Okay, so let's go for the first step, leaving the harbor. Okay, it is now 11:34 minutes and we are leaving the marina of Tanger. The weather is exactly like it was supposed to be, so wavy and wind. So we just put the mainsail for now with 2 reefs, and we know that we're supposed to get fewer winds along the sail, so we should be able to put more sail a little bit later. But yes, for now it's especially the waves. But at least the sky is blue, there are birds, there are a lot of other sailing boats around us, and a couple of friends of us are right behind us. So we are
Not alone.
more or less, not alone, and more or less close to friends. Since the coastlines are absolutely gorgeous, so it's a good occupation to watch the shore and the sea.
So, what are you feeling? It's good to eat something?
It's kind of harsh first part of sailing. Well, we knew that it would be probably more difficult for the very first part than afterwards, but we've done so far 31 nautical miles.
No, something like that, yes.
Something like that. And it was a bit tough. A lot of waves, and some of them pretty high. Plus we had to stay outside, both of us, because Valerie was a bit colder. We got a cold 2 days ago, so it was still a bit sick. But this morning it was okay, thanks to the medicine actually. And well, probably because the waves were so, I don't know, rolly or high or uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. for the very first time on this trip, and I think for the very first time in my whole life, I started feel dizzy, kind of feeling the seasickness. And well, I've never felt that before, so it wasn't something nice at all. But well, hopefully the wavy part is over now and where it's supposed to be, and the sun is starts to set as well on this first afternoon of sailing. And well, before Valerie will take his first nap, I'm getting some rice to be sure that we will both get a good night, not sleeping, but a good night of sailing tonight. Sun is rising finally after this first night, sleepless night. It was well, it was really rolly, and well, first we were more upwind, but the waves were quite big, so it was so uncomfortable, and Oriyo, we cried that we were both up and well, careful. Plus there were quite a lot of traffic, not a lot of sailing boats, but mostly fishermen and big ships like cargoes and everything. The weather was, well, the sky was beautiful because of all the stars, but we got our first swale. The wind picked up at I don't know, maybe 27, 25, 27, maybe a little bit more sometime, and we had to be very careful at that moment because the waves were even bigger, and Oriyo was, well, at least Oriyo was going so fast. We were sailing at like 8. So that was a good part, but it's always a little bit scary when it's night and you have the dark clouds just coming right at you, and you feel the wind rising up and the waves getting bigger and bigger. So well, so unfortunately we don't have a good camera to make nice shots during night. We'll try, I think, a bit later with some red lights, but well, last night we were both emotional and tired, and well, very focused on the boat and on the sea. So we'll try to make a little bit more sharing with you for the 2 or 3 more nights that we have to sail to the Canary Islands anyway. Today, just like planned, well, it's the second day of the passage and we have fewer winds. Well, the forecast said that today we might do some motor, and we are for like 4 hours now, and we are kind of bored. It's not that there is not wind at all, there is a few, but it's coming right from behind us. It's like downwind. We think that we might be able, if we put the whisker pole on for the Genoa, that we can go wind on wind, so it would be, well, perfect. We could stop the engine and sail down. very simple cake. 2 layers. One is just a basic paste, and on the second half I will put some chocolate. As you can see, it's almost as easy as if we were in a house. We are at sea, sailing, and we are just making cookies. Just like what we are used to do at home. But now it's a moving home.
Last night of sailing and Oriyo is going well and fast. Follows the 4th morning, the ultimate day of this navigation, as we can already see the shape of the eastern islands on the horizon. In the end, we would have sailed for 4 days and 5 hours from Tangier in Morocco to La Isla de la Graciosa in the Canary Islands. To share my feelings as promised, beside the very beginning when I felt dizzy, I cherished every part of the days, the colors of the sunsets and rises, baking food, working inside, and the best part, 1,000,000 stars in the night sky. Valerie and I would like to thank you, all of you, who have watched our videos and shared all of these moments with us. The ones who are here from the start, the one who discovered Oriyo on the way, the ones who liked and commented a lot while we were renovating her during all this time spent on the hard, the ones who preferred the sailing parts of a sailing journey. But the end of sailing Oriyo isn't the end of the adventure. The 3 of us are keeping traveling, and Valerie keeps shooting photos and videos waiting for you to join him on his brand new channel. We hope someday you too can set foot on a boat and enjoy the feeling, and maybe someday our paths will cross somewhere. See you when we see you.